For the good old days.
At the hometown park, Silver Lake in Rochester, Minnesota. It's the park I grew up skating. The other day was the 20th anniversary, so it got built 20 years ago. When I was younger, I was in a speech class in high school, and my first ever speech was how to grip a board. And like I thought about it the other day. I brought a razor blade to school and cut the grip, and they never said anything. Like in this day and age, they'd probably freak out if you brought a razor blade to school. Kind of a professional gripper these days. Yeah, I pretty much learned every trick I've learned was here pretty much. Like all the firsts, like kick flip and all the basics, grinds and stuff. The 8-stair here was like the first handrail I ever did, like first kick flip downstairs set, all that. Not the best park, but it's good for learning stuff. It's got like all the fundamentals, The parks I skate now in California are a lot better, I guess, but this park is more fun because it's like nostalgic, And every time I come here, I just like want to do all the old tricks that I used to do when I was a kid. Watch YouTube videos of everybody, and then I'd be like, all right, now I gotta go learn those tricks. And then we'd come here, me and all the homies, and we would just learn all the tricks that we watched on YouTube, Back in the day, it was like the front board kick flips and stuff, Chaz Ortiz and stuff. We're like, dude, what? Kickflip, front board kickflip, we gotta do that. But there's a lot of fun stuff here, like just movable stuff, like a bunch of rails everywhere you can move around. This flat bar is fun because it's super low and super easy. Imagine I just get smoked. I just try to grind and get smoked first tee. Ah! Almost did get smoked. This rail's about to fall over. Oh my God. This was one of my first rails from back in the day. Used to be this high. My mom's boyfriend at the time built it for me when I was really little. And then the pegs had broken off. And then he just built it this high. And we could not skate it. We're like 9 years old, Like I can't pop onto this. He's like, it'll just make you better when you're older. And now I'm kind of hyped that he made it that high because it's a good rail. It's perfect up the bank. Oh, that thing is sticky. Kind of a big rail. I watched a lot of people sack this thing. Very sackable rail. If you mastered your trick, you're doing it on the 8, And I came here on my bicycle and jumped that pyramid to flat, dude. Ate shit. I landed the handlebars like this, hit my face on the ground, chipped my tooth. Some dude came up to me and handed me a piece of my tooth. He's like, I found your tooth. And then the next time I came back on rollerblades. I was like 8, trying to drop it on the mini ramp, and it was raining and I was just getting smoked. And then the next time I came back on a skateboard, and I never stopped skating after that. Minnesota summer, so hot and humid, you just start pouring instantly. Ortiz. Yep, 30-minute session and you're soaked. We're gonna go to the first ad I ever had to the rail that I grinded for my first Thrasher ad, dude. Just a little stroll in the park. We're gonna go left right here. The homie from the shredder lives right here. That's sketch. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn. Chain gone. This isn't even my bike.
Whose bike is it?
The Hovey Chef's bike.
No.
We're back in action. Mechanic. This is the rail. It's not knobbed anymore, dude. It used to be knobbed. I seen some snowboarders ripping it this winter. Like, I think his name's like Judd. He did like a switch front board pretzel on this thing. I've actually hit it on a snowboard before too. I hit it on a snowboard first, but I only did halfway. We used to build like kickers onto this rail, like right here for snowboarding in the winter. So you drop in and just hit a little kicker on. First Volcom ad, I think it was the first time I was in Thrasher. I think it was like 2011 or something like that. It took me a long time. I remember I just kept jumping into the grass because I was scared. And then one time I got like almost to the end, but I was falling inside and I had to jump to flat and it just busted my ankles, dude. I had to jump from like right here because I was leaning in too much and I'm just like, no, and I didn't want to roll my ankle on the stairs because I was going so fast, so I just leaped to flat. Yeah, and there's not much of a glory ride away either, you know, you land and you roll into the grass. So it's kind of shitty, but I just wanted to conquer it, you know, because it's like, we'd always like skate by here because there's a spot in the back here too. So we'd always look at it and be like, dude, someone's got to grind it. We would build kickers like halfway down. So we would drop in, you know, and then we'd build like a kicker because this would all be snow. And we'd build like kickers like right here and just hit like half of it. We'd do both sides. So I hit it on snowboard first actually, but not the whole thing. I only do half of it on snowboard. I think somebody could do something else on skateboard. Feeble, probably. Feeble's doable. Maybe a Smith. Biggest stair count I've ever grinded, I think, 34. So this is the first kink I ever tried to cut off a rail. If you look at it, you can see the little marks. I got too scared. I was like 13 or something, you know, I came here at night with a hacksaw and I started doing it, it's so loud. I was like, I'm gonna get caught, so I just stopped. But my first Bondo job, I think, is up top. This is still here, that was my first Bondo job. Tray flipped this bad boy back in the day. The rail is actually good though. We might need to come cut the kink off this thing. Like, I don't know, I remember getting kicked out. I remember like I tried a couple and then we were gonna get the boot and then it just made me stick it and I landed it. I was like, oh shit. That always helps, you know, when you're getting the boot and then it just makes you stick it. And over on this other side, there's a double set, I'll show you. Dude, it's pretty fat. It's like 6, lot 7 or something, I think. I don't know, it was just like the biggest set in town that we could find. And I was like, I just want a fat ollie, you know? And I actually hung up on that crack and it didn't make me fall. But I fully landed in the crack, but somehow rode away. We didn't have like many spots here, so it's like, had to find the big stuff to do, you know? Like, dude, I grew up watching Almost Round 3 and like Ryan Sheckler, you know, jumping off all the big stuff. And I was like, oh, like I want to be like him. So I would try and find big stuff to jump off, you know? That's like what gets me excited, like getting kind of scared and being like, oh, either I'm gonna land it right here or I'm gonna slam. Because I don't got that much patience. So like ledge skating, I just get mad, you know? But like something like this, it's like, all right, I'm either landing it right here or I'm just gonna slam and go home. And that's kind of exciting because then you get it, you're like, oh, I got away free, you know? Trying to get up this hill. Hey, how's it going? First double kinker. It's kind of freaking steep, but it's like the only double kinker we got, so I had to make do. The homie Jonathan Reese, dude, he feebled that side. That's nuts. It's definitely pretty grippy. That crack keeps fucking with me. I don't think that crack was as big back in the day. You go right into it. It's not like terrible, but it's just enough to be like, oh shit. So I'm trying to go on the inside of it, but then I don't have a lot of angle. Ah! That was fun. 15 years later, man. Still got it, come on. That's funny. That felt good though. And I like the feeling of it. You know, it's like a roller coaster. You're like, whoa, whoa. And when you lock in good, I feel like on kickers, you don't really want to lock in cross lock, or at least I don't, because it's sketchy. I just lock in heels usually. And you're just locked in, you know, you're just like, whoa. Yeah, you don't really fix spots that much. I mean, we didn't grow up like fixing spots or building spots. I kind of learned that in California, you know, like, oh, it's not that good, just fix it up a bit. Off-roading, bro. Second Bondo job. Oh, they tore it out, dude. I think it was after the big one. I had done that big one, and then like everyone's like, dude, you gotta do jam now. So then I did this one. I actually sacked this one. Well, it was like a side sack. Because this little lip sticking out here, kind of like weirds out your head a little bit, made me pop farther away from the rail than I should. And I went to cross lock and my back truck slipped over. Yeah, got bodied. Oh, we can get a quick tail drop. There's a tail drop spot right here. Kind of a spot. That's pretty fun. Shit. Don't wheel bite, please. I just broke my board. Sounded like I broke my board. Nah, we're good.
So what's back here?
Yeah, so this building right here used to be the indoor skate park in town. It was called Midwest. A lot of memories inside that building. Pretty crazy. Yeah, this was like the indoor park I grew up skating every day, like in the winter. Yeah, everybody in Minneapolis hated on us because we all would wear lime green Midwest shirts and they had like the Midwest logo like this. And we would wear like basketball shorts, Osiris Bronx, and lime green shirts, and we would all like match and shit. It was funny. If you don't have an indoor park, you're screwed, you know? Like having the indoor park was so good because we would just be in there all winter, like learning all our tricks, you know? And then in the summer, we'd take it all to the streets. There are indoor parks in Minnesota, like breed all the good skaters, you know? Like, especially like third layer, dude. So many good kids coming out of there because they're just like ripping all winter, you know? Dude, my homie ate shit ollieing off that into the roof and he stuck and fell to the bottom. Just like completely smoked. But these used to literally be like our best ledges. It's so funny. the worst ledges ever. As kids, you didn't even know any better, you know, just like, oh, what, sick, curbs, ledges, let's go. All right, so we didn't have a lot of ditch spots growing up, but this was one of our good ditch spots. See if I can still get over this thing. Kind of tall. I just gotta land at a heavy angle so I don't run into those gates. Oh my gosh. Dude, I almost ran into the gate. That was scary. Thanks, guys. I thought I was gonna run into it. I was like, oh.